Hey there. You mentioned wanting to explore Jain cosmology, and well, we've got something special for you. An 1850 map, and this isn't your average map. It's like a visual guide to how Jains see the universe. Every detail, every symbol, it all means something. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open.
Yeah, it's not just about continents and oceans like the maps we're used to. It's more like Jain's scholars trying to show their philosophy, their whole understanding of reality.
So right in the middle, like the heart of it all, is Jambudvipa, Rose Apple Tree Island. That's way cooler than just plain old Earth, don't you think?
It is a pretty awesome name. See, in Jainism, Jambudvipa, it's not just a place, it's where us mortals live. But even more than that, it's where the soul begins its journey to be free from the cycle of life and death. And that idea is built right into this map.
Oh wow, so as our eyes move out from the center, it's like we're following that journey outwards. And speaking of outwards, near the edges of Jambudvipa, those mountains shaped like elephant tusks. What's up with those?
Now, those are special. They're like borders, but symbolic ones. You find them north and south of Jambudvipa, and this is where things get really cool. Every little detail here has a story. The way those mountains curve, the creatures swimming in the oceans. It's like a secret message hidden in plain sight.
And about those oceans, I love how they're teeming with life. Fish, swimmers, it's not just empty blue, it's a whole world. Reminds me of how some cultures think everything, even rocks and stuff, have a life force.
That's it, exactly. And that vibrancy shows how Jains believe everything's connected. And that idea is more important than ever today.
Right. Think about it, the environment, how delicate it all is. Even the tiniest creatures matter. Makes you really think about our place in it all.
Yeah, it's like the map's telling us, hey, you're not just watching this, you're a part of this web of life. And speaking of things that stand out, there are those 5 yellow discs, like buttons someone forgot to sew on. Ugh, those aren't just any buttons. Those are the 5 cosmic mountains, and in Jain cosmology, they are huge. They represent these incredible realms beyond what we usually see. They're all about the idea of the 3 realms.
3 realms, cosmic mountains. Sounds intense. So how do those all fit together? Like if you had to paint me a picture of these realms.
Okay, so picture this. The universe is like this massive building with levels. Way up top, that's the celestial realm where the deities live. You know, beings of pure light and knowledge, the real VIPs. Then in the middle, that's us, the mortal realm where we are dealing with karma, life, death, rebirth, all that. And then below that, that's the lower realm. Think of it as where beings with, let's say, a bit more karmic baggage hang out. And these cosmic mountains, they're like the stairwells connecting all these levels. A reminder that there's way more going on than what we can see.
It's like this map is a window into those unseen worlds. And speaking of things we don't fully see, I gotta ask about this Jambudvipa thing, 2.5 continents. Why is the 3rd one cut off on the map? It's bugging me.
Ugh, good eye. You stumbled upon another gem of Jain cosmology. See, they believe there are actually 7 continents in total, but this map, it only shows us 2.5. And that chopped off continent, totally on purpose, a little visual clue that we don't see the whole picture, you know?
It's kind of humbling in a way. Reminds me that there's always more to learn, more than we can even imagine.
Exactly. That's a Jambudvipa for you. This is a big metaphor for how huge the universe is and how in Jainism, everything goes in cycles, like birth, existence, renewal. It all goes round and round, just like the universe itself.
Okay, so now I'm thinking, this map was made back in 1850. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing. So much was changing. Why make such an intricate map in the middle of all that?
It really makes you think. It was a time of huge upheaval, right? The steam engine, the telegraph, all this new stuff popping up, challenging old ways of life. Maybe creating this map was like holding on to their traditions, offering a different perspective on all that change. Maybe even a way to start a conversation between 2 very different ways of seeing the world.
Right, like saying, hey, the world is changing, but some things are eternal. And speaking of eternal, right in the middle of it all, there's that inscription, Manusyaloka, the world of mortals. What do you think that inscription is trying to tell us?
It's like a reality check, isn't it? Reminding us of our place in the grand scheme of things. And don't forget, it's not just about our physical bodies, it's about the journey our souls are on to reach liberation, a key concept in Jainism. And this map, with every detail and symbol, it's like a visual guide to that journey.
It really makes you think, this map is centuries old, but the ideas still feel so relevant today.
It's amazing, isn't it? Like they were ahead of their time talking about interconnectedness, about respecting every living thing. It's like they're speaking directly to all the environmental stuff we're dealing with today.
Totally. So it makes you wonder, if they made this map today, with everything we know now about the universe, how different would it look? I mean, we've learned so much since 1850.
Now that is a question. Imagine trying to fit it all in, right? Black holes, galaxies upon galaxies, it's mind-blowing. And then there's all the intricate details of how ecosystems work, globalization, the impact humans have on the planet. It would have to be a completely different kind of map.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what? I bet some things would stay the same. Like those core Jain beliefs that all life is important, that everything's connected, the whole cycle of existence. Those ideas seem just as important now as they were back then.
Absolutely. And that's what's so cool about exploring these different ways of seeing the world. It's not about right or wrong, it's about opening our minds, questioning what we think we know and realizing there's always so much more to learn. And who knows, maybe that learning can even help us on our own journeys in our own lives.
So well said. And to our listener out there, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Jain cosmology. We just scratched the surface of this incredibly rich tradition, but hopefully it sparks your curiosity to keep exploring and see what other amazing insights you discover.